For this video, you're going to need your selected yarn. I'm using 3 different colors of yarn. White is going to be my main color. I'll be making the wings with the color pink and the beak with orange color. You would also need a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, some beads or safety eyes or googly eyes, whatever you want to use, and I am using a 3mm crochet hook. I'll be starting off with my white yarn. You're going to start off by making a magic circle. And you'll be making 6 single crochets in your magic circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you're going to close your circle and you're going to slip stitch into the first stitch you made initially. For round number 2, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to make 2 single crochets in each of the 6 single crochets of the previous round. So that's going to leave you with the total of 12 single crochets at the end of round number 2. So I've made the first stitch, I'm making the second one now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. At the end of round number 2, I have a total of 12 stitches, and I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet I made initially. Chain 1. For round number 3, we will be increasing in every second stitch. So in the first stitch, I'm going to make 1 single crochet, and into the second one, I'll be making 2 single crochets. In the next one, 1 single crochet, and 2 in the next one. This is going to be a repeat for round number 3. 1 single crochet, and then an increase in the second one. That's going to give us 2 single crochets in the same stitch. At the end of round number 3, I will be having a total of 18 single crochets. So finish off round number 3 and I'll meet you at the end of this round. I've reached the end of round number 3. I'm going to close the round with a slip stitch into the first single crochet we made. For round number 4, we are going to increase in every third stitch. So it's going to be 1 single crochet in the first one, 1 single crochet into the second one, and then 2 single crochets into the third one. Our repeat is going to be the same: 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. At the end of round number 4, we are going to have a total of 24 stitches. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. Finish round number 4 and I'll meet you at the end of round number 4. I've reached the end of round number 4. I'll be closing this round with a slip stitch. There you go. Now for round number 5, 6 and 7, 3 rounds, we are going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. So for round 5, 6 and 7, you're going to have a total of 24 single crochets at the end of each round. Continue making your single crochets, and I'll meet you at the end of round number 7. Okay, so I've reached the end of round number 7. For round number 8, we are going to chain 1, and we are going to increase in every 4th stitch. So 1 single crochet in the first one, 1 single crochet into the second one, 1 single crochet into the third one, and then 2 single crochets into the 4th one. This is going to be a repeat for round number 8. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then 2 single crochets. Finish off round number 8, increasing in every 4th stitch, and I will meet you at the end of round number 8. At the end of round number 8, you're going to have a total of 30 stitches. Okay, I'm done with round number 8, and for round 9, 10 and 11, we are going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of round 9, 10 and 11, you will have a total of 30 single crochets. Carry on making your single crochets for round 9, 10 and 11, and I'll meet you at the end of round number 11. Okay, so I'm done with my round number 11 as well. For round number 12, you're going to chain 1, and you're going to increase in every 5th stitch. So you're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the first 4 stitches. And in the 5th one, you're going to make 2 single crochets. My yarn is splitting on me right now. One single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and 2 single crochets into the 5th one. This is going to be your repeat for round number 12. Finish round number 12, and I'll meet you at the end of this round, where you're going to have a total of 36 single crochets at the end of round number 12. Okay, so I've reached the end of round number 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. For round 13, 14 and 15, we are going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of your 15th round, you are going to have a total of 36 single crochets. Continue making your 3 rounds, 13, 14 and 15, and I'll meet you at the end of round number 15. Okay, so I've reached the end of round number 15 and I'm going to close this round with a slip stitch. For round number 16, we are going to start to decrease. So you're going to make 1 single crochet into the first 4 stitches, 2, 3, 4, and then we are going to decrease. And to decrease with the invisible decrease, when you see this V here, we are going to take the front loop of each of the V's, pull up a loop, and then close it. That's what we are going to do in each decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a decrease. One, 2, 3, 4, and then a decrease. Two, 3, 4, and a decrease. This is going to be a repeat for this round. Finish round number 16 and I'll meet you at the end of round number 16. I'm done with round number 16, and at the end of round number 16 I have a total of 30 stitches. For round number 17, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to decrease in every after every 3 single crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, and then a decrease. 4 single crochets, and then a decrease. So we are going to make 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and decrease in the 4th one. This is going to be a repeat for round number 17, 3 single crochets and a decrease. Finish round number 17 and I'll meet you at the end of round number 17. Okay, so I'm done with my round number 17 and now we are going to move on to round number 18. So you're going to chain 1 and you're going to make 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and into the 3rd one we are going to make a decrease. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then a decrease. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then a decrease. This is going to be your pattern for round number 18. 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then a decrease. Continue with this pattern for round number 18 and I'll meet you at the end of round number 18. Okay, so I'm done with round number 18, and at the end of round number 18 we have a total of 18 stitches. This is where I'm going to start stuffing my bird. This is a very easy and quick project, and it goes very well with all your leftover yarn that cannot be used for anything else. So it's more of a project for scrap yarn. Stuff your bird, but make sure that you don't overstuff it because you don't want to stretch the stitches. You can also use your clippings of the yarn that you've been cutting off from your various projects, your tails, if you've been saving those. Okay, now we're going to move on to round number 19, and this is going to be our second last round for this bird. You're going to make one single crochet into the first stitch and a decrease in the next. One single crochet and a decrease. One single crochet and a decrease. This is going to be a repeat for this round. Finish round number 19 and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, I'm done with my round number 19, and now we are going to stuff our bird a tiny bit more because I think mine can take a tiny bit more stuffing. This is all I'm going to stuff here now. I'll be shaping it once I've closed the bird. For the 20th and the last round, you're going to chain 1 and you're going to make a set of 6 decreases. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6, slip stitch into the first single crochet of this round, and fasten off. Now you're going to yarn your needle and you'll be closing this hole as well as flattening it out. I'm going to make a knot here, and then I'm going to take my yarn needle in and out of various stitches so that it doesn't come undone. Okay, so this is what the body of your bird looks like so far. You can shape it the way you want your bird to look and put it aside. Now we are going to make the wings, and I'm using pink yarn for the wings. Okay, for the wings we are going to start off with a magic circle, and we are going to make 2 of these wings. Make 6 single crochets in the middle of the magic circle. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Close your magic circle and slip stitch into the first stitch. You're going to chain up 1, and for round number 2 you're going to increase in every second stitch. So 1 single crochet into the first one, 2 single crochets into the next, 1 single crochet into the first one, 2 single crochets into the next, 1 single crochet into the first one, and then 2 single crochets in the next, like in the next one, sorry. At the end of round number 2 you're going to have a total of 9 stitches. You're going to slip stitch into the first stitch, you're going to chain up 1, and you're going to increase in every third stitch now. So it's going to be 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then an increase, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then an increase. One single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then an increase. At the end of round number 3 we have a total of 12 single crochets. We are going to close this round with a slip stitch. We are going to chain up 1, and for the 4th round we are going to make 1 single crochet in each of the 12 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Slip stitch into the first stitch, and for the last round, that's our 5th round, we're going to chain up 1, and we're going to decrease in each stitch around. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slip stitch and fasten off, leaving a tail to stitch the wing on. Make your second wing the same way as well, and then we are going to move on to the beak. For the beak, you're going to take your orange yarn and you're going to make a magic circle. Now in this magic circle we are going to make a bobble. So you're going to chain up 1 to close the magic circle. Then you're going to make an incomplete double crochet once, then twice, then thrice, and then the last one is going to be the 4th one. You have a total of 5 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through all 5 loops, chain up 1 to lock your bobble, slip stitch into your magic circle, and then close your magic circle. Fasten off, leaving a tail. I like to make a knot out of both my yarn tails so that it doesn't come undone. Now let's assemble our little birdie. I'll be starting off with the eyes. Now it totally depends on you where you want your eyes to be. I don't want it too in the middle because I have to attach the beak as well. So I'm going to go on and place my eyes. This round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In my 6th round from the top. And I'm going to leave a total of 3 stitches in between and place my second one. There you go. Now you're going to take your beak and you're going to place it wherever you want it to be. I personally prefer the beak to be in the middle where the eyes are, but in the next row. Stitch your beak where you want it to be. Go back out near the beak. Take in the next stitch. Come back out. Okay, so you're going to stitch your beak where you want it to be, stitch it on, and I'll meet you once I'm done stitching my beak. Okay, so I'm done stitching the beak. Now we are going to stitch the wings on. Okay, so you're going to close your wings from the top first. I'm sorry. Stitch the first one on the side. I've stitched one wing here. We are going to stitch the second one on this side. Stitch your wing and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I've stitched my second wing as well. I'm going to knot it up here, but I'm not going to cut my yarn yet. I'm going to go in the stitch and come out at the top over here. And this is where I'm going to make some tiny hair on the top of my bird. 1, move on to the next space, make a knot here, then cut it off. I'm going to cut this one off as well. There you go. Our birdie has 3 tiny hairs. You can make as many hairs as you want. And there you are. Your baby bird is ready. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. I really need your support. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.